What is now the City of Milton was just the unincorporated part of northwest Fulton County. And part of the drive to incorporate as a city was the fact that our citizens felt like they weren't getting really good, proper representation because Fulton County is 70 miles long and we were at one tip. And so most of the decisions were made in Atlanta, probably from folks that maybe never have even driven up here. Because of lack of representation and tax dollars going from our area down to other parts of the area, there was a big concern to make sure that we were fiscally responsible. And there was also a lot of question as, would we be fiscally responsible? Was the city financially viable? We did a public-private partnership so that we could kind of blend the best of two worlds to make sure that we were efficient, and the city's been very successful.
The City of Milton went and did an evaluation, and we looked at our services across the board at where we could partner with people versus where we should start to provide services ourselves. And we really made some great relationships with the private sector, with some private companies.
I pursued a relationship with the City of Milton because I thought it was important to be able to teach our community about fitness. It is my passion, and I realized how little everybody knew. And for me, the best way to reach so many people was to partner up with somebody that was larger than myself, who had a passion for also changing the community, and together it just seemed like it was a perfect fit. At that time, they did not have a fitness program, so I approached them interested in being able to design fitness for our residents, to be able to show them how to eat better, to work out, and that we were really on their side, and that we have a healthy green environment, that we needed to be a healthy community as well. The core of Milton, the city employees, are really interested in growing this and making our community better and bigger than the rest of it. We're not looking to expand as far as, I think, commercial businesses, but we are a community-based city, and that's where I think is their strong suit.
Milton's chosen these services because I think they make sense for us in our deployment as well as financially. We're able to buy services when we need them, but we don't carry the overhead of employees on a full-time basis. We also don't have the long-term employee costs that go along with hiring somebody and having them on your payroll.
The City of Milton uses the Safe Build Company for all the building permits that take place within the city. They also do plan reviews for us. We've enjoyed a very professional, cooperative experience with them. They're very responsive. If we have any issues, they are immediately able to deal with them.
So Safe Build and Milton's partnership, we are housed inside City Hall. So we're embedded here. We work alongside the management as well as the city staff. We don't look any different than any of the other city staff there. It just looks like we're city officials. It's seamless. We work together on each project. If the city has a project of its own, we step in and take care of that for them, as well as working outside on a construction site as this behind us. Here, with being the third party, I'm allowed to do my job. It kind of takes out the politics in different areas and affords me the privilege to just enforce the code the way that it's written. It makes me feel fulfilled. Makes me feel good about the job that we're doing, that we're actually providing a great product for the end user, and that it's safe and all the life safety measures are taken care of.
You know, it's just a beautiful community, and one of the things that we want to do is preserve that view and preserve it so that people who actually own it or just simply enjoy it have the ability to have it into the future. So, you know, do we believe in good growth? Yes. Do we believe in managing to a comprehensive plan and a land use plan? Absolutely. But one of the neat things about Milton is just how pretty it is, and we want to protect that.
The vision for Milton that's reflected in the city's comprehensive plan is that we shall conserve and save to the extent possible our rural open space. That is really what sets the City of Milton aside from any other city in the metropolitan area, is this unique amount of open green space that really creates an environment that enhances the quality of life.
You don't just have a one-size-fits-all solution to preserving green space. We've implemented a transfer of development right ordinance. We've implemented form-based codes where we think they make sense. We're exploring other conservation efforts and working with rural view sheds and all sorts of different buffers, you know, adjacent to streets. So it's a multifaceted thing, and And you know, you can't just do one in a box and hope it'll help. You really have to put them all together.
What's really exciting is the City of Milton is becoming a thought leader in municipal government. Part of it is we're new, we're small, we can think outside the box. We don't have a lot of old established rules. And the really neat thing is we've been very successful, and a lot of municipalities are following.
Some of the interesting things that we've come across is that there really is no box to stay in. You know, we've pursued things of public-private partnerships, we've pursued things of agreements with other governments. You know, we've just really looked at it and said, you know, it doesn't have to be like somebody else did it. How can we do it that makes sense for our community? And that's been really neat for Milton.